When you feel good, your brain is releasing dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, or endorphin.
It would be nice to just enjoy them all the time, but our brain isn't designed to work that way. It only releases the happy chemicals when it sees a way to meet a need, and then only in short spurts. When you know how your brain works, it's easy to see that we're meant to have ups and downs. This is nice to know when you're having downs, but let's look closer at the ups. Dopamine is that great feeling that a reward is at hand. Dopamine causes that go for it feeling that gets animals to chase food. Your dopamine is released when you see something that met a need before. Endorphin is a euphoria that masks physical pain. Endorphin helps an injured animal escape from a predator and survive. But the spurt is soon over. We're not designed to mask pain all the time because pain is important information that you have an injury that needs protecting. Endorphin evolved for emergencies. Oxytocin is the brain chemical that makes you feel good around people you trust. Oxytocin motivates mammals to seek safety in numbers, and your oxytocin flows when you have social support. But living with a herd can be frustrating, and a big part of the problem is our next happy chemical, serotonin. Serotonin is the good feeling of being in the one-up position. Mammals one-up each other because the serotonin feels good. It's not an aggressive feeling, but the nice sense that you can help yourself to a banana. You, of course, don't care about bananas because your big brain defines the one-up position in other ways. When you feel good about your skills, that's your serotonin flowing, whether it's your cooking skills, your organization skills, or possibly your partying skills. Your happy chemicals turn on in unique individual ways because they wire from life experience. Whatever turned them on before connected neurons that gets them flowing more easily the next time. You were born with lots of neurons, but very few connections between them. Over time, your pathways got paved by happy chemicals, so whatever felt good when you were young built the highways in your brain that you use today. However you got wired, frustration is part of life because our brains don't give us the happy chemicals we expect. For example, I get a great feeling when I discover a new flavor of ice cream, but when I have that ice cream again, it doesn't trigger the same happy feelings. Our brain habituates to old rewards, so you have to keep doing more to get more happy chemicals. That's the survival mechanism that kept your ancestors alive, and it's the operating system you have to work with if you want to feel good. Your brain evolved for survival. It does its job by giving you a life or death feeling about things going on around you. So when you feel like you will die if you don't get what you want, your mammal brain is causing that feeling. Understanding your inner mammal helps you tell the difference between real survival moments and impulses fueled by old pathways. You can make peace with your inner mammal and resist impulses that are not really good for you. Each time you do that, a new pathway builds, and you will eventually turn on your happy chemicals in new ways, but not as much as you expect.
Science tells us that the endocannabinoid system developed over 600 million years ago in primitive species. The endocannabinoid system is found in every animal, including human beings. CBD is not the only way to boost and support your ECS. Exercise. It was first believed that runner's high was endorphins inducing joyful feelings in the body. Turns out this is not the case. Anandamide is named after the Sanskrit word for bliss, producing many of the joyful feelings you experience: runner's high, meditation, yoga, acupuncture, unstructured playtime, and more. These activities boost anandamide, which serves many natural health benefits. Herbs. Some of the most popular health supplements provide support to the endocannabinoid system: turmeric, black pepper, coneflower, liverwort, echinacea. Essential fatty acids. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids contain a large amount of cannabinoids. You can find omega-3 and omega-6 in meat, poultry, walnuts, flax, and oils. Good sources of omega-3s include grass-fed beef, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, wild salmon, omega-3 enriched eggs, and sardines. Chocolate. The feelings invoked from chocolate isn't just sugar, but also from the body's self-produced endocannabinoid presence of anandamide. Coffee. Multiple studies indicate that caffeine has a positive impact on the endocannabinoid system. The exact mechanism of how it works is unknown, but caffeine has been shown to alter the stimulation of CB1 receptors. Probiotics. Probiotics don't just affect our gut. They also alter cannabinoid receptors throughout the body. Improvements in the activity of the intestines and brain was shown in people after receiving probiotics. Massages. According to recent studies, massages are an anandamide energizer. CBD. CBD is one of the best ways to naturally enhance function in the endocannabinoid system.
Do any of these symptoms sound familiar to you? Lack of motivation, apathy, the inability to feel pleasure, difficulties finishing tasks, and memory loss. Because these symptoms stem from your brain. We are talking about neurotransmitters, the substances that are responsible for mediating the communication between the billions of neurons in our brains. One of these neurotransmitters, dopamine, is also known as the pleasure hormone, and it is responsible for some of our body's most essential functions, such as our movements, memory, attention span, and pleasure. When our brain senses low levels of dopamine, it may set off some of the symptoms we talked about at the beginning of this video, as well as fatigue, trouble sleeping, mood swings, and low libido. Most people who experience a dopamine deficiency try to make up for it by doing drugs, drinking alcohol, eating, gambling, etc. In today's video, we are going to teach you a few ways that you can increase your dopamine levels naturally. Eating habits. Dopamine is made from tyrosine, so if your diet is rich in this amino acid, it will guarantee that your body has everything that it needs to produce dopamine. Here are some foods rich in tyrosine. Fruits such as bananas, avocados, apples, watermelon, and nuts. Cereals such as oats and sesame. Seeds such as beans and sesame seeds. Leafy greens and vegetables such as beets, broccoli, and carrots. Furthermore, always try to avoid addicting foods such as coffee, sodas, and fast foods, which will require more and more dopamine from your brain every day. Supplements and medications. There are several supplements that can improve your body's dopamine levels. Some of them are L-phenylalanine. Like the vitamin, this amino acid is needed to produce dopamine. Vitamin B6. Vitamins make up some neurotransmitters, such as dopamine. L-theanine, one of the components present in green tea, which increases the production of this neurotransmitter, and serotonin, the happiness hormone. Ginkgo biloba. Due to increased blood circulation in the brain, this supplement helps dopamine circulate through the areas that need it the most. Curcumin. This is the active ingredient in turmeric, and studies have shown its ability to increase dopamine levels in the brain. Take care of your body and mind. Apart from your eating habits, your lifestyle is also very important, so always try to exercise regularly, and preferably intensively. This way, your brain will produce new cells that help slow your body's aging process and improve nutrient flow. Activities that involve the mind, such as meditation, listening to music, or playing an instrument, can also have beneficial outcomes, not only when it comes to dopamine, but also for your concentration, memory, and creativity. Create goals. The feelings of pleasure, reward, and euphoria are all directly linked to dopamine. So, try out new challenges and defined goals for your personal and professional life. Divide these goals into small tasks and make a checklist. Mark things off as you accomplish them. This simple act of marking things off of your checklist will bring you a feeling of satisfaction that will also increase your dopamine production. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more recipes and tips, subscribe to the channel.
Retiree Doug Zell traded his workplace for a workout place. The gym is his safe haven and all-natural stress reliever.
Once you come over here and start sweating, you forget about everything.
Studies show Americans are more stressed out than ever before. Instead of relying on medicinal mood enhancers, people might want to think twice about a good, sweaty workout. We all know exercise can help you drop pounds and gain muscle, but new research suggests you may be able to work your way towards happiness.
Definitely. Whenever you are stressed out, you can exercise and it will release endorphins into your brain chemically and it'll make you feel better.
Endorphins are one of the latest fitness buzzwords, sometimes called a natural painkiller. They're the body's feel-good chemical.
It's a naturally occurring hormone. Endorphins are in the brain, so they are released through a pleasure center.
The more intense the exercise, the better, according to Heather Parker, a fitness trainer at the Wellness Center of Cape Coral.
It could be a fitness class like body combat or Zumba, or it could be weight training, as long as it's somewhat intense exercise.
It's that feeling sometimes called runner's high.
It has happened to me, and when you're really into a workout and really sweating hard, it almost feels like you leave your body and you don't feel the workout at all.
Experts find the chemical release may also ease mild depression. Age or fitness level shouldn't be a barrier.
Anybody can experience these types of benefits. If you are very sedentary, what you can do is just start with a nice walking program.
The pursuit of happiness, just one more reason to make time for exercise.